Oh my God.
Okay, I'll try to give you some hints, right? Now, there's a range on each one of these things.
Yep.
They're very rarely were they ever in the range. They were always above the range. But you got to derive from the descriptions how far above the range they were, right? Okay, so let's start it up. So the first item is War Daddy's helmet from Fury.
Hey now.
All right.
That's a good
And this was a metal M1 helmet. All right. So this wasn't like a replica or anything like that. So this was the helmet that Brad Pitt wore.
Leather
All right.
strapping. Okay.
And the range was when they started the auction was between 3,000 to 6,000. Now, like I said, every one of these items is above the range. But how much above the range?
Oh,
All right.
man. I thought you were saying the range was it's in between. This is the range that it went for.
I know. I did balk at that, and I'm like, Jake's gonna be really mad at that because
I'm not
just
mad at
that's just a wild card now. It can be anything.
Yeah, that's freaking anything.
And on our last item, it is everything. It is anything.
Oh, this is going to get good.
Great.
All right. So War Daddy's Brad Pitt's helmet from Fury. All right.
That's a good one.
Estimate 3,000 to 6,000. What do you think the winning bid was? Eric, you can go first on this one.
All right.
Since you've studied.
I like the brown plastic insert.
And you get the goggles with it too.
Yeah, leather strapping.
Right.
It was intentionally distressed.
Oh.
Yes.
So could have been. So I'm thinking it's not going to be too much more. I'm going to go $6,800.
Oh, okay.
741. Purely on a whim.
Wait, so $741?
7,000.
Oh, there we go.
7,041. All right.
Yep.
So the actual price or the winning bid was, oh, come on, $6,250. God damn it.
Definitely.
Uh,
Marty was saying it was way over the estimate.
It was my whole description of it.
Well, that's not bad though. Look at that. You were $550 away, Eric, and Jake, you were $791. That's not bad. All right, the next item is Kirk Lazarus's helmet, Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
And glasses, right?
And the glasses and the dog tags and the camel stick.
And that's a genuine helmet.
Yeah, and the Black Power written on the side. So Robert Downey Jr.'s helmet from Tropic Thunder, the estimate was 3,000 to 6,000, or 3,800 to 6,000. So,
that's included.
Jake, you're first on this one.
It's kind of a comedy movie, right? So that's kind of
But
but I don't.
But
I
his
mean, I don't
role
know
was so
how that
iconic,
affected
though, right?
It was very iconic.
Wow, this one's
I'll go
tough.
6,852.
It's very exacting. I like it.
All right. So, because Robert Downey Jr. wore it, that's a little lower or higher than Brad Pitt. I'm not sure.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
My top
the
10.
Actor.
That's lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm gonna go 6,350.
It's not very much different than Jake's, but
no, I think it's going to be in that realm too.
All right, Robert Downey Jr.'s helmet from Tropic Thunder went for $10,118. I told you, don't be a slave to that estimate. $10,000 somebody paid for Robert Downey Jr.'s helmet.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Well, that's
you guys are
cool though.
Yeah,
you guys are still pretty close. And, it was
yeah,
funny. I was watching those reaction videos, and they had somebody did a big compilation just to that scene where he's talking to Ben Stiller about going full retard.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that scene in a long time. And he said retard so many times. It was hilarious.
So good.
And he was like, Sean Penn, so Sam, full retard. Got nothing
Full
with the
retard.
Academy Awards. Like, God, it was so funny.
Yeah.
All right, next item.
Wow.
Ooh.
Private James Ryan's helmet from Saving Private Ryan.
So
All right.
Damon.
Now, this one, it's just a fiberglass exterior, but it is the one they used in the movie, or they've used it at certain points in the movie. The estimate is $7,500 to $10,000. $10,000.
The movie was iconic. Matt Damon wore it, so I get that part.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. Plus, wasn't he part of Easy Company too from the Band of Brothers?
He was, and that spade was
so
iconic for that,
Easy
right?
Company.
And they had different views, and they had the orange in the back, and all the right markings for Band of Brothers. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. 13,500.
13,500. Okay. Jake?
12,608.
That eight's gonna put you over the top.
All right. Bold move, Cotton.
Hmm.
Let's see. Private Ryan's helmet sold for $14,229.
Wow.
That 8 got me.
Oh yeah. Let's see. So Eric's got a little bit of a lead of
always
about
gotta jump on me.
$1,000 on you. So, but don't worry, we're moving into the medal rounds here. These ones they're gonna piss you off for one because you're like,
I'm pretty sure I got smashed at this game last time we played it. Didn't I?
Did.
yeah, I
did.
think
nice.
Teapot actually did better than you on this.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, next one.
Oh,
Oh, Painless. The minigun from Predator. All right. Now, the important thing to note, they have an estimate here of 2,000 to 4,000. It doesn't shoot, but it is a titanium replica, complete with electronics that spin those barrels. So it's a full-size thing. Because you can see down the bottom, contains electronics and electronic devices. So they worked it all up. Now, it doesn't fire, but it's a working model of Old Painless that Jesse Ventura
Old
carried.
Painless.
so are we more in the 5 digits area?
Do
or?
not be suckered in by that estimate 2,000 to 4,000.
Oh.
Yes, it's 5 digits. Well, close to 5 digits.
What the hell?
I just
What the
screwed you into
hell?
that one.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. You still got to. I mean, with your crazy dollar amount bidding, you never know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. But it is your bid, Jake.
Oh, I'm going 9,418.
Jeez. It's like writing a check when somebody says a number. You're just trying to write the number out, and I'm like, oh, good. How do I
8.
write that?
I'm gonna start doing it like 94, 1, 86.
When was the last time you wrote a check? I wrote a check the other day because I can't transfer to this other bank, and I jacked it all up. I had to void it, and I was like, oh, God,
No.
I totally screwed the number up.
Nice.
What do you got, Eric?
Oh man, so close to 5 digits. It's going to be 9,995.
Oh,
that sounds like a lotto pick kind of thing.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I did give this one away. So the winning bid was 9,375.
Jake, I think rocked that one.
Well, you got it a little bit closer to you on that
Yeah.
one. So, holy shit! Look, you want to know what the totals are after 4 items? Eric,
yeah.
you have 11,085, and Jake, you have 11,360.
Hey,
I know.
that's close.
All right, no more hints. No more hints on this.
Come
Right?
on, Marty. I'll trick you into it.
Saving Private
okay.
Ryan,
Let's get
Captain
the
Miller's
Tommy
Thompson
gun.
submachine gun. Now you got to read this description. All right, the estimate. It's. I don't think it shoots. They disabled it somehow. Probably took the bolt out. but the estimate is $7,500 to $10,000 for Captain Miller's Thompson submachine gun. However, it's the real thing that he carried, and you can read in that description.
That's Tom Hanks, right?
Right. Tom Hanks selected that one out of the costume department, labeled it as A13, wrote it on the stock. So it's all replica stuff, except it doesn't shoot, right?
There is scratching and scuffing all over the weapon, most notably on the wooden section.
Yeah, to make it real.
Distressed. I think this is going to go for quite a bit, man.
Yeah, you're up, Eric.
I think. Let's go 14,800. 14,800.
Okay, 14,800.
I should have just said 15, but 14,800's close.
Well, you never know, though. I mean, you're usually really good at these. Eric.
Yeah, is it
You're
higher or
leading right
lower
now,
than
so
yours?
What do you think, Jake?
I'm going 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Should have stuck with my gut.
15,500.
15,500. 01.
Oh,
All right.
508.
The winning bid of Captain Miller's Thompson submachine gun was $20,000. $20,553.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought that
Dang.
much.
I know.
Holy shit.
Now remember, these last these last few items are going to go way beyond what you think they're going to be. Jake, he made a little run there.
I think he took over.
Now you're at 27,303, Eric. Jake, you're at 27,730. So a little less than $400.
Okay.
All right. Sergeant John J. Rambo and his knife, his survival knife. But
44K.
Are you serious?
But if you read the description, this legendary knife maker, Jimmy Lyle, right, really made this knife. So it's and you know how knives are overpriced anyway. I mean, if you want a quality knife, go get a Benchmade knife. You ever look at the price of a Benchmade?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's $200 more than I would ever pay for a knife. So this is a real knife maker, made this thing for his second movie, where he got let out of prison to go get the Vietnam vets back.
Is believed to be the lowest number ever offered public sale. I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the estimate of Rambo's First Blood Part 2 survival knife is $31,000 to $44,000. All right.
Woo!
So let that weigh into your decision.
Stallone.
Jake,
Big guy.
It's a good looking knife, though. I mean, as knives go.
I'm about to lose.
And
big
it has
on this one.
it has the compass and everything in the hilt. You know,
Yeah,
it
the
has all that
sharpening
stuff.
stone.
Right.
63,425.
Okay.
Eric, he didn't balk at the size of that number. So
No, he didn't.
Well, no, don't take my reaction.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm trying to poker face it over here. So
You said 68?
63.
you got to make your own mind up, Eric. You can't base it on that. Well,
You got to go
I guess
higher
you
or
can't
lower.
go in
You
second.
think it's
Yeah,
worth
I guess
more or less?
I'm going to say more. I'm going to go 66,000 even.
Some bold swinging for the fences, but I like it. Right? Rambo First Blood Part 2 survival knife sold for $55,337. $55,000 for that knife.
I got smoked again. I thought there were more.
All right, we're going into our last item, and the score. Oh,
He's got me by a lot now.
let's see. The score is not much. 59,516 for Eric. 58,495. So just about $1,000 now.
Wow.
I am going
That's
to give
easily
you.
blown out here.
I'm going to give you a heads up on this last item. It is way, way over. All right, the estimate.
Oh.
Maverick Mitchell's fighter pilot helmet. Now,
Pete Mitchell.
if you read that description, this isn't like a plastic recreation. This is a real helmet.
This is the real one.
This is the real deal. Like down to the metal and the glass and everything else with the oxygen mask attached to it.
Oh, no shit.
And the classic Maverick across the top. It's got the Judas Priest symbol on the side, and it's got all the markings. Right? This
is the original Top Gun,
authentic, yeah. Now, the estimate that the auction house put out was $50,000 to $70,000.
Unbelievable, man.
And I am telling you, fair warning, it is six figures. All right? I'll just tell you it's six figures.
The paint job, the fact that it's real, Tom Cruise.
So
man,
iconic, right?
I'm going $125,000.
That is six figures. 125. Jake?
Look at
126.
The price is right.
Did that pay off?
It was a gamble on whether it's more or less than
And
what
close.
Eric said. That's all. It's a 50-50 shot. I don't have to pick the number. I just have to bet off.
That's
Eric.
right. Yeah. Now you're playing. You're playing what you're behind at. Pete Maverick Mitchell's fighter pilot helmet from Top Gun sold for $325,000.
Holy shit.
More than $250,000. Somebody bought that helmet.
Who does that, man?
I don't know.
325.
$325,000.
No way. And it was estimated to go for 70.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is absolutely
Whoever
insane.
did that starting bid place probably got a scolding for that.
oh my
shit.
God.
Job
Well,
at
and
estimating.
I don't know. It could be a couple of billionaires like battling it out, and it was like, oh yeah, 100, 125, and they just go. And like, my God.
Never in
So
a million years, 325.
when I saw that, I was like, oh my God,
man,
Wow.
oh,
I thought 125. Eric, I was going to make a 125 some bullshit. And then I was like, oh, Eric's first.
All right, final totals. Eric Perrott, 308,369. Jake Wall, 307,902. That last extra $1,000
only
is
off.
what that pulled you in, because you were what, you were $800 apart, you guys.
Hey, I have a job in VA accounting office.
No, I'm
right
sorry,
now.
you were less
I
than
was-
$500.
I was only off by 300,000. Pretty good.
that's right.
apart. You're showing
VA
improvement.
accounting. Here I come.
Oh,
Your resume is solved right there,
Solved.
man. Bring it in, brother.
GS12 has got you written all over, baby.
Holy cow.
You might come in there and be the star player, and they're like, "Who's this? Who's this accounting
This
guru?"
guy.
His numbers are so close.
I'm just like, how much did we pay? How much do we get? Those don't match.
But they're closer than they were last year, so
You're hired.
they did
Only
a
off
good
by
job.
300,000.
They did a good job.
Man, that was good, but it was difficult. That was
I know,
That was a
and
tough one, man.
I
I
was
did
like,
not
I
like
gotta
going
give
first.
clues, because you couldn't just blindly bid on this thing.
that
So,
was difficult.
especially that Maverick helmet, I was like, somebody spent $325,000
No
on
way.
that helmet. That's, I mean, would love to have that money, right? I'd love to have that. So.
Crazy money. Whew.
Anyway, that was fun.
Probably some bullshit YouTube podcaster.
Not this one.
You don't see that hanging up on the closet.
Yeah, not all three of us together. You kidding
If I
me?
ever bought that, I would answer the podcast in that.
I would never want to see you in anything. If I ever saw you ride your motorcycle, you'd have to ride with that. You'd have to.
Maverick helmet
It would have to
Yep.
ride in your car. It
Oh,
would
yeah.
have to be
Everywhere.
everywhere.
on the
Yeah.
dashboard underneath
Yeah.
the mirror.
Yeah.
hanging on
It's
your mirror.
falling off and shit. Like,
You almost
reaching and crashing almost.
Oh, man,
you
that's
almost
awesome.
would have to buy a dummy, and he would just have to
Might never come in.
ride with you. He'd have to drive with you.
Put him in a
Fucking
bag.
goose.
Put him in a flight suit.
Goose it
bag.
up, buddy.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
320.
I'd have to ride with him for years, and then one day, God,
But even that
Crazy.
Rambo knife was 55 grand.
Yeah,
That's
outrageous.
crazy.
55 grand. That's my unsecured debt right now. That was that Rambo knife. I mean, Jesus. I'm trying to pay off. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
And come to think of it, I think that's what I got left on my house payment is the Maverick helmet.
That's
I could pay my house off if I had that Maverick helmet. Holy shit.
yeah, you could.
Oh,
Nice,
God.
Man,